Okay, so I guess before I begin, we're back with more Persona 4 Golden. There are a couple things I need to update first. So first of all, I got rid of the stream delay. So that means the stream should be like 20 seconds behind. So that means if I do respond and I do get things to happen with that, I can do that almost instantly, as opposed to having to wait for responses. So people can. I originally had on there because I thought I was going to be playing multiplayer games, but don't really need that to be a problem at this point. So that is all good. Also, I'm going to use this to try and check to make sure that the my voice isn't too loud over the music. I did lower the decibel count a little bit, just to see if it would make a difference. This music's not as loud as what it be in the game, so I'm using this as testing just to make sure. Because last time what happened is originally the music was way too high over, and then I dropped it down, and it was around the same as my voice. But because the music is louder than a normal person's voice in terms of the ranges and stuff, and what was going on, I decided to drop it a little bit further. So I'm not going to base it on this. I'm going to base it on the in-game stuff. So I'm going to change it for that going forward. Let's just make sure everything else is working. I said I was going to do a couple of streams of this. Obviously, I would have liked to have started much earlier than this, but a few other things that were going a little bit awry, so let's just make sure make sure everything is working correctly before I begin. So, got this ready, because I haven't streamed on this in a little bit. That's fine. This is all good too. I think we're good. So it has started. No drop frames. Nothing else. I'll have to go and see. Game is working as well. I'm not gonna know about the volume until after we get into the game. So let's. We're not in this for very long. Let's see. So should know from here. Okay, so if I'm talking like this, the music is around, it's a little bit lower than what I'm talking. But I think this is still okay. I think I might leave it at this, because it's not like, I'm not completely drowning out the music when I'm talking, but I'm also not like having it over my So, yeah, we have control again, so we're supposed to go to the shopping district and head to June's, which is where we're going to go, and then we've got a bunch of stuff we have to do. But I want to explore around here first, just because we haven't actually gone and talked to see what's around this. So, should probably be a short stream. Because to me, the music in my ears right now is much louder. So it's fine for me, but in terms of the music for this, I think I could turn it How high would that be? Like, I think that's still good. So I'm talking right now and it's picking up higher than the thing, but this is now a little bit I think this is fine. Come to look at Yamanae-san's books too. Books only sells books specially selected by the owner. It's a specialty bookstore. There is a vastly different selection than what Junes does. Just want to see what they carry. Next shipment date is April 20th, so you should come back to. So I'm using this as a test. If my voice is still too loud for the music, then I will just adjust the music. If the music is too loud on me, then I will adjust it as well. It's definitely better than what it should be last time. Boy, Nana Charm is blue. It's okay if it's you. Okay, I think I'll brag to you. I have a younger twin sister. We're lucky twins, isn't that amazing? Same in every way, my sister's totally worth boasting about. I'm gonna go into this. What makes life easier when I'm walking, taking walks, or shopping? The sub-menu button. Just press the sub-menu button, you can come and go as you please. Wonderful sub-menu button. At present, press me anytime sub-menu button. Kind of weird. Strangely, don't think too strangely of me. You hear about it too? Murder, I say. Even worse, a serial murder. sucks out here in the country, but this, I'm more tense than ever. Okay, so, make sure that I get, right with this. Again, I still think that the music here is fine, because, I had it about 5 decibels higher, and that's probably about the same. Because the issue was, first off, is that I had it way too loud, and so I had to drop it way down. Because music was going into the red, and then talking was going around the same volume as me when I was talking, which was covering up what I was trying to talk about. So this is mainly just me testing to see if the volume at this point is as loud as my voice, and if my voice is not being heard as well, then I can turn it down a couple of decibels, which will make a big difference actually. This is the loudest I'm trying to get when you guys actually listen. So I think we want to go to shop. What do you want? You're from around here, are you? Busy with errands for my sister. This was a part-time job, doing all this for no reward. I can't believe it. Notice says that starting the 23rd, you can apply for a part-time job, but at my age, getting hired is impossible. You know, I think I might say that. Because I'm hearing this louder, I'm probably talking louder too, so I'm gonna actually just turn it down to 25, around there, and just see if that makes any difference. Obviously, I will know better if, I'll know better when I check the vote. Chinese diner, wooden board. I'll look at all this up a little bit later. Doesn't let me see Junior, so I guess I gotta find it myself. The Yamano announcer was had an affair with the council's secretary. Seems like a scene out of a drama. Doesn't seem real. No, there's been rumors forever about those things appearing at Shrine. What am I talking about? You know, those things. I've seen one, so I don't believe it in the slightest. This is a playground for kids during the day. You might not know how different it feels here at night. I'll tell you what's scary. You can't even take one step inside if you don't have the courage. Did you hear about that incident too? It's so scary, isn't it? It's horrible. Since I got married and moved out to the country, be safer way out here, you know. If there's not locking the doors at night, I'll have to tell my neighbors next door to do the same. Did you hear, youngster? There was a murder. Something deplorable. I've lived here for 80 years and never would have thought something like this would happen in my town. It's an insult to my beloved town and all the honest people who live here. Utterly deplorable. I have no idea where Junius is, so I'm just going to be around the barber. Place. Everybody knows about the murder, don't they? That's all I ever hear. Murder this, murder that. You see those pictures of Mayumi Yamano's corpse? You know, the news announcer was on Tuesday the 12th. It's found hanging on an antenna on a house in the river in Naba. It's the very town. The next victim was from a nearby school. Memory serves, it was Yasugami High. No, I don't know the victim, I just know what I saw on the news. An elementary school teacher. Kids I teach know more about society than I do. Motorcycle is the embodiment of a high schooler's youth. A kid who has a bike is in control of the best days of his life. The motorcycle can zip through Inaba in your youth. So I'm going to become the motorcycle racing king of Inaba. Well, if I ever get one, right now it's more of a conceptual title. It told me to go to the... Once you have control again, press square and choose to leave the shopping district. Oh, leave the shopping district. Never mind, I was supposed to go here. Remember that you're supposed to meet the others in the junior school before. I thought we were supposed to go to the shopping district. It's fine. This will be a good test to see how the volume is.
We really stick out. Guess it doesn't help that we're in our school uniforms on a Sunday. The sale should end soon, so that'll get rid of some of the people wandering around here.
So this should be about okay. I'm a little bit higher than the normal volume, but...
Alright, let's get going.
I was supposed to go and leave the shopping district. I thought I had to, enter it first.
Chie, it's not too late to...
I'm going!
Fine, but don't push yourself, got it?
Whoa! It really is that bear from last time.
What are you doing?
Can't you tell?
So we can get some
I'm
items
thinking
here.
about stuff.
We're gonna get some items that I do need for, I need to keep at least one of them to make sure that I, have, to get a book. Seems to be thinking about himself, all this time.
I've been deliberating over it for a long time now. Hey, that wasn't a bad joke.
So, did you figure anything out? It's probably useless to think about it too much. I've seen the inside of your skull, and it was empty.
How rude! You're right, though. I try and try, but nothing comes out of my head.
Will you guys shut up? Now's not the time for stupid jokes. Listen, someone came here yesterday, right?
Wow, there's a girl with a better nose than me? What's your name, miss?
Miss, I'm Chie, but never mind that. Tell me more about that someone.
I think it happened a little after I talked with you guys. After that, it felt like someone was here.
Is it Yukiko-san?
I don't know. I haven't looked. The presence is over that way. That's probably where they are.
So last time when I was doing this,
Over there, huh?
the volume for the characters talking was it was pushing like
Is
a
everyone
little bit of
ready?
the red bar, but now they're more about like it's not getting to the red bar at all. It's slightly lower slightly lower than that, but it doesn't always reach the top. So I could drop it a little bit more just to see how that is. But again, I have to do this through testing just to make sure that it's not too soft and not too loud. Because I hear the full volume through my headphones, but I'm dropping the volume like
castle?
here and there, just based on what I'm thinking.
You think this is the place they showed on TV last time?
You're positive that no one's behind a camera for that bizarre midnight program?
Program? I don't know. Maybe people on your side can see stuff in this world. It might be that. And I told you before, there's only me and Shadows here. There's no camera stuff going on. This world has been like this from the beginning.
From the beginning? That's what we don't understand.
I don't know.
I'm thinking
Can
I
you
might
guys
keep it at
explain
this
everything
volume.
about your
I don't think
world?
my voice is going too high over everything else, but I also don't think that the game
I've never seen this
is going too
program
high
thingy
over
before, so I don't
my
know.
voice, so I think this should be good. Because again, that first stream, I wasn't expecting the like I'm hearing the volume of the game about 8 decibels higher than everyone else.
Is that really what's happening?
Because that's just
Are
the
we
way that
really
I
looking
have
into
it.
this world?
So this might be a good volume like thing. This game for some reason is just much louder than like
Because the
any of the
first
other
time
Persona
Yukiko
games.
showed up on that channel
So
was
it's a nice,
before she
just to
disappeared.
check to see if the
Doesn't that
balancing
seem
is,
off?
is right. Yesterday, sorry, last stream of this, the volume was matching my voice,
I mean,
and because music
Yukiko,
is louder
saying stuff
than
like "score myself a
vocal
hot
certain
stud."
circumstances.
That's not like her at all.
Grinding it out. So I hope this is a good mixture of both. So I try to make sure that I can talk, but also still not have the music be completely drowned out.
Or stud?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either. Yukiko-san would never say anything like that. Huh. I wonder, is this kind of like what happened to me last time?
There's a lot of stuff I still don't get, but after hearing your story, I think that program happens because of the person who appears on it, or something like that.
So, Yukiko is producing that show herself? Oh, I don't get this at all! Hey, do you feel Yukiko's presence from inside?
I'm pretty sure. So, what's this scoring with a hot stud thing?
Yukiko's here. I'm going on ahead.
Hey, wait, don't go alone! Jeez, we better follow her.
Alright, sure enough on our own. A lot of shadows in the castle. Be dangerous inside for a girl by herself. Are you serious? What didn't you tell us before? Come on, let's find Chie. Okay, so we've got Yosuke and ourselves. But no... Teddy and no Chie. Again, I'm looking at the volume here. I think this is good because I'm not always louder than the thing, but I think it's loud enough to not be overlapping over each other, like I was yesterday. Last part. You would have really changed it. I'm gonna really just recheck my Small, great, less, more, use. That's what it's supposed to be. Less XP, more money, damage given, doing damage taken. Okay, so before we reach the boss, we're going to try to paint Pixie, Angel, Absolute, or Sandman. Pixie's good for extra healing. We need a Magician for that. Angel's good for the fight. Strength for later. And we either need to have, before we leave the dungeon, either Sandman or Pixie and Absolute before we leave. Shuffle time. Which we're going to be trying to get skill cards if possible, but outside of that. You only have access to the first floor of the castle. Actually, I need access to the first floor. Just go ahead. Go ahead and just do what. I think this is like a tutorial, so. Nathan, you better hurry up. The other mistake I made here was I didn't realize that they, every other Persona game has the name in the right order. This one here had last name, first name. So every time it says Thomas, it actually should be saying Nathan instead, because I think I accidentally made a mistake there. If you'll run off on her own, it's kind of dangerous. Catch up to her, Sensei. That's right, you take 3 wild bead. 2, gathered all these myself, give them to you, Sensei. Team 3, 5 peach seed and 5 soul drops. So we need to keep at least 1 peach seed on us. Well, off you go. Alright, this reminds me of, this area, this reminds me more of what I was expecting with the, 3. So this is like, I guess it's a combination of, this is like what I expected from the 5. Alright, let's, see how we... Hasn't gone that far yet. Ran off all alone. If I check my VOD and my voice is not loud enough for the music, I'll drop it again by a little bit, and that should be enough. Because the decibel count does make a big difference, actually. Wait a second. shadows have gotten aggravated ever since you two got here. They'll probably attack as soon as they find you, Sensei. Try to get the jump on shadows before they can attack you. Press the action button to attack. Try and land the attack so that the shadow does not make the first move on you. So attack should still be X. Select button is to see the map. I already made a mistake right.
I smell 2 enemies! Beat them up!
Oh, I've got to also swap, I've got to swap Yosuke into not being,
Alright, partner.
Can't fish, that's a, I've got a shuffle time for that. See mysterious cards before your eyes. What Eagle told me.
When you defeat an enemy, the seeds of possibility you attain will appear before you as cards.
See, I think when characters are talking, it's fine for me to have it louder because if they're talking, I'll try and like talk through them.
At times, they may be hard to grasp, but you must master your fear and reach out to them.
This isn't fine. Enemies are defeated a shuffle time and a current number of cards will appear in your mind. Cards have various effects, but drawing a persona card will allow you to obtain a persona. The obtained personas can be used in battle, or they can be fused in the battle room to give birth to new personas. In most cases, you will only be able to draw one card and select the card that you need depending on the situation. Okay, so we've got Hermit, which is enemies won't notice you until you're changing rules once the next battle ends. And Pixie, which is mission level 2, and you get to see obviously we want the personas first, so that's why I'm going to go for those. Triggering one more during battles and defeating all enemies with an all-out attack makes shuffle time go more. Uses knowledge to defeat enemies in a way that gains the maximum amount of rules. Card of the persona Pixie. Idea paper. Okay, that's a surge of battle.
Gotta step up too.
Level 3. So I just gotta remember to attack before I got an item. Card of Camp Pesce. The owner of Deidara may be able to use it. So I can't. Pesce means fish in Italian, I believe. So why I know that. There are doors. Doors are very similar to doors are similar to what they were in so we'll go through the doors. We found the stairs, so we don't want to touch those. We know where to go. I'm still trying to get used to the
I smell 1 enemy!
I
You
feel
can
like
do
I'm
it!
too far away. If that makes sense.
Someone else's turn.
I feel like I'm too far away from the...
Ah! 3 enemy reinforcements! Good work, Sensei! That's 1 so far!
It's almost like the depth of field is too far away from the... I'm gonna
Attaboy, Yosuke! You're in the zone!
Just talk. Fortune, equipped persona is luck increasing from 1. Temperance is obtained chest key. Slime is a chariot level 2, and money is a money increased. I'm thinking again. Grabbing personas first would be a better idea because right now I don't need the money. Chest keys, I haven't found any chests yet, and also just having more personas is going to be better overall, I think. I need to get used to attacking. I should have also... That's a peach seed. Sheep revival bead. I need to get used to attacking. I can't attack. I can only do the... at least this has a better range. I've got to get used to the shadows. What happens when they find you is they, like, charge up. And then they run at you. versus in the other ones where they don't really do that. They kind of just
I smell 2 enemies!
They
Beat
got a
them
turn
up!
advantage on me. This is gonna be taking
Attaboy, Yosuke! You're in the zone!
Fish are weak to win. Assuming that the other ones are weak to fight. Okay, so that's good as well. I like that, so this isn't timed, right? So I like that it tells me if I've already got something. I think I want a chest key, because that's, like, getting luck up on personas is fine, but I don't really think I need it right now. I like the way that the dungeons are working. I just need to figure out what I am supposed to do. These aren't voiced either, like the, usually, soul drop, that's with the SP. Okay, so if I check my... Yeah, I like the way that the dungeons look. Stairs? Good fighting, Sensei. Compared to you, Yosuke stinks. Shut up, Ted. Well, I do gotta admit, you have a knack for this stuff. Doesn't he? You should be the one to give Yosuke orders during a fight. That's what we're already doing. You can give orders to your allies during combat with the tactics command. You can give your allies new orders on the field by pressing the sub-menu button. Takes me off to hear Teddy say that stuff, but I don't want to cause trouble doing my own thing in battle. So don't hesitate to order me around. Counting on you. Okay, so you can talk to the others, change battle tactics. So oh, okay, I can change it in the thing here. That's good. Because I used to have to wait until you got into battle to change it. There she is. Chie-chan is in there. The door. They told us to have. They said before leaving, didn't they? Make sure you have either Sandman or Pixie in action before you leave. Technically, I don't know if I'm leaving the dungeon yet, so... As long as, if I can head back in and do stuff, then that should be fine. Again, I'm kind of following a guide in this. So far we have Pixie and...
Chie, are you alright?
Pixie and, Pixie and... Slime. And I still can potentially fuse, I guess.
Chie?
She said that red looks good on me.
Yukiko-san?
I hated my name. Yukiko. Snow. Snow is cold and it melts quickly. It's transient. Worthless. But it's perfect for me. Apart from inheriting the inn, I'm worthless. Still, Chie told me that red looks good on me.
Are these Yukiko-san's inner thoughts? I remember hearing Saki-senpai's too.
Yeah, this castle is probably here because of this Yukiko person.
Yukiko! Chie was the only one who gave my life meaning. She's bright and strong, and she can do anything. She has everything that I don't. Compared to Chie, Chie protects me. She looks after my worthless life. And I don't deserve any of it. Chie is so kind. Yukiko, Chie is so kind, huh? What a joke.
So is this gonna be the gimmick so far? Because we've battled Yosuke's shadow, Chie's got a shadow, seems like Yukiko's got a shadow, so everyone's gonna have I guess instead of the
Oh man.
adults that we're going after in the 5th game having shadows, we have all of our party members do. At least so
It's just
far,
like
it
Yosuke.
seems to be doing.
She lost control over her suppressed self. Now it's a shadow.
Are we talking about that, Yukiko? She says I'm protecting her. She says she's worthless. That's how it should be, right? What are you saying? Yukiko's so good looking, so fair skinned, so feminine. She's the one all the guys drool over. When Yukiko looked at me with such jealousy, man, did I get a charge out of that. Yukiko knows the score. She can't do anything if I'm not around. I'm better than her. Much, much better. No! I've never thought that!
What are we gonna do?
We protect Chie. I mean, we do need to protect Chie, I think, in this case. I don't know if there's any special options for this. I think it's all fine. We actually check something.
We need to protect Chie-chan right now.
It mentions specifically, like, before you reach the bus, try to obtain Pixie, Angel, Apsaris, or Sandman. We got Angel. So not Angel. We got Pixie, and I got Pixie, and I got Slime.
Don't look at me!
So I didn't get. I'm gonna get those as I go. It's like as it is anyway. But then it's also mentioning about like make sure you have either Sandman or Pixie or Apsaris before you leave. But what's the reason why they want you to have Sandman?
Chie, calm down.
Like, if you have both Pixie and Apsaris, you can choose to make Sandman that way.
No! No!
So I don't know if I was supposed to. It did mention before you reach the boss, try to obtain them. Because I do have Pixie, which is fine, but that's also just for needing a magician persona for Yosuke's social. Angel was more so just the boss fight,
Wait,
which
stupid!
doesn't matter anyway.
Don't
'cause,
say anything else
we're
like
gonna
that.
be fighting it regardless. And strength persona we need later, which I think strength. From what I remember, strength is an thing anyway. It's if it's
I'm the one who can't do anything alone.
I don't know. It tells me to get Sandman before it says before you leave the dungeon, but it didn't say if you leave the dungeon right after the boss fight. So I don't know. I'm just gonna. If we need to go back, we can go get it later.
I can't win as a girl,
I don't think it's gonna make a big
let alone
difference,
as
to
a
be honest.
person. I'm pathetic. But Yukiko, she depends on me. That's why she's my friend. I'll never loosen my grip on her. She's too important to me. No! That's not how I think of her! So you're just going to turn your back and deny me again? But things are different now. When the time comes, I'll be the one left standing. You won't mind, right? I'm still you. Shut up! You're...
Chie, no!
You're not me!
So I don't know. You told me before, playing it before, so it said before you leave the dungeon. Some of the things said before the boss fight, then other ones said before the dungeon. So it's like, I don't know. Unless we're leaving the dungeon immediately, I mean, how else am I supposed to get them anyway? Because, we go up the first floor, and then after going up to the first floor, like, I already cleared everything on the first floor, and then the second floor was just this, so...
It's coming!
I'm assuming that we can always just go back and grab stuff anyway. I'm not sure it's that important to get the strength persona. Well, if it is, then obviously I made a mistake, but we can make up for that later. I think. Yeah. For some reason I'm reminded of, that reminds me of something that Arm so.
I am a shadow, the true self! What do you guys think you're doing? Trying to defend the real me? Then you're gonna pay the price!
Shut up!
I just realized
Quit
now,
being such
Ghost
a
Guy's got
pain.
like double wrenches as a weapon.
Chie, just hang in there a little longer.
Huh. Think you can stop me that easy?
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go and use, see what they're weak to.
Let's do this, Jiraiya!
Still can't get down.
Should we show him who's boss? Good answer! Ready or not, here we come!
Looks like you won't understand without a little pain! How lame! You're all so deadly serious and we've only gotten started! Filthy maggots!
That was intense! You okay?
Okay, resist. 3 more detonations so that weight resistance is... I mean, even with that resistance, that still did really good damage. Like 80 damage, even with the resistance.
You're gonna pay, damn it!
And now this can,
Throw down! Persona!
also, I gotta be careful. Oh, right, well, I forgot that the
Protecting her like that! She's
I
nothing
was
but
supposed,
a
I should have
dirty
probably
bitch.
healed Yosuke, actually. I forgot that shit, Still.
Persona!
I think it's still...
Throw down!
It's a great scornfully at Yosuke. So she's gonna be target king. So.
Persona!
That means I should probably heal, or... God.
Don't make fun of me!
I've gotta remember that I'm playing on easy difficulty, so, sorry, on normal difficulty, so stuff's gonna get much harder. Okay, we should be good because the wind resistance is gone, so let's just, let me get the all-out attack after this.
Counting on you! Now's our chance! You ready? Good answer!
Good it is. Alright, it's easy. Just gotta be very careful because I am playing on normal difficulty. I'm not getting as much.
You did it, Sensei!
Alright, I leveled up!
Really up at one? Should have also been swapping to my other personas just to see if there was anything, but... yeah, it's alright.
Chie, are you okay?
I'm assuming that I can still explore this dungeon, to get
What
stuff.
happened?
If I can't, I think it should be fine. I might even still be able to fuse for certain things if I do stuff
the
with
matter?
at the.
Got nothing to say anymore?
Assuming that they haven't locked out the compendium.
Stop it, Chie.
Because I know that
It's
was
all
a
right.
thing in 3. You didn't unlock the ability to buy personas until after you got the stuff with the compendium. If that makes sense. You're more on that thing. Everyone has different faces. We understand.
But
Yeah, this game seems to be more about coming over the.
He's right. I went through the same thing. So I can understand. I mean, everyone has a side like this.
yeah, kinda get it now. You are a side of me I couldn't forgive, that I tried to ignore. But you still exist. You're a part of me.
Strength of heart required to face oneself has been made manifest. Okay, so now she has like it's a less corrupted version of the persona that we just faced. I guess that's what it's supposed to be. She has faced her other self. She obtained the facade used to overcome life's hardships, the persona Tomoe.
It's true that part of me feels that way. But I wasn't lying about being friends with Yukiko.
Like we didn't know that already. Hey, Chie!
I'm okay. Just a little tired.
You don't look okay at all. And I bet you can use the same power we have now.
Huh?
Hey, what should we do?
They're saying let's go back, let's take a break. If I say let's take a break, does that mean that I, like, have to still go back as well? I don't know.
Alright, let's get back to the entrance, though.
Okay, this is at
dangerous
least
around
gonna allow
here.
me to do what I need to do. We can still go back in.
I never said I needed a break. I can still keep going.
Let me just see what this does.
Don't overdo it.
Let me just see, because if I said let's go back, the issue is that I might not be able. It said before I leave the dungeon, I need to make sure I've got certain stuff.
It's
so
not
at
that we
least
don't
I
think you
go
can. It's just,
A little
we
bit
have to
higher.
save Yukiko-san no
Or
matter
at least
what.
stay in the one. Because I only had there were only 2 fights there, and I got one of the personas. But not,
Now that you have the power, you can fight with us.
we'll
It'd
see
be
what-
much better for us all if you had your strength back. That's why we're saying we should go back and regroup.
Hopefully I can go back in. If not, then,
But Yukiko's
it
still in
shouldn't
here,
make
isn't
a
she?
difference.
If those were Yukiko's true feelings, then I have to tell her something. I'm not as strong as she thinks. It's because she was with me. Because we were always together, I was able to act that way. If we weren't, I'd...
Well, you need to get your strength back. Then you can tell her. Yuki-chan's normal. The shadows don't attack normal people. They only attack when the fog lifts here.
So Yukiko-san will be safe until then, right?
I'm positive.
Why? I don't get it.
Teddy told us that the weather here is the opposite of our own world. When it fogs over in our world, that's the day it lifts here, and that's when the shadows attack their victim. So even if we leave for a while, Yukiko-san won't be in danger until the fog starts to cover Inaba. I'm sure of it. It was the same way for that announcer and Senpai. Don't
Okay,
you
so
remember
that's
how
a-
it was foggy in town on
that's
the days they died?
Because obviously with Persona 3, it's really funny that like you don't have to do anything really in titles at all. You can just neglect it and leave it alone until the very end. Whereas with 5, you get given like
You mean
deadlines.
they were
so the
killed
same
by
thing's
their
happening
other
here.
selves?
The same thing's happening in this game.
The fog usually appears after it rains. But it's been sunny lately. I don't think it's going to rain anytime soon.
So
Don't worry
we're
so
basically
much.
looking out for
We'll check
foggy,
the weather forecast first
foggy
thing when we
days
get back.
we're looking out for foggy days
But I
instead.
can't turn back now. We've come so far.
I don't know what happens if I miss out on the.
Yukiko's
thing
still
or not,
here.
So there could
She's
be
all
a,
alone.
maybe
She
there
must
could
be
be a
so
problem.
scared.
But I'm not sure.
Then you tell me how much further we gotta go to reach
See
Yukiko-san.
if the I'll make sure that the sound is back and ready the way I want it to be for the next part, because I usually it takes me about 3 or 4 times to get the sound just right.
That's
You don't know what's up ahead. The enemies might be even stronger. If we push ourselves too hard and get wiped out, who will save Yukiko-san then? We can't fail no matter what. Am I wrong?
all right. I'm sorry about before. I shouldn't have rushed in like that by myself.
No worries. We're definitely gonna save Yukiko-san, right?
Right. I'm feeling even worse than the last time I came in here. My head feels like it's gonna split
She doesn't have any
open.
glasses yet. 'Cause
Are you guys okay?
Remember the whole thing with the glasses? Like we're totally okay. Why just she aids? Oh, it's, right. We're gonna give her her fancy glasses now. So I guess everyone gets their own different. Yeah. Everybody gets their own glasses.
That's right, you're not wearing the glasses.
Oh yeah. What's with those glasses? Did your eyesight go bad?
Man, you didn't notice until now? How panicked were you?
Tum-ta-dum! I got a pair ready for Chie-chan, too. Here you go!
Whoa! What the? This is awesome! It's like the fog doesn't exist!
Why didn't you whip those out earlier if you had them?
I made them right now. You didn't tell me she was coming. It was all so sudden.
Huh. So that's the trick. I was wondering how you guys could see where you were going. Hey, is it alright if I keep these?
Faux show!
We'll have to stop here today. But I'll be back with these puppies. You guys better not come here without me, got it?
Yeah, let's all promise each other. Nobody goes in alone. It's way too dangerous. If we don't work together, we won't be able to solve this case or save Yukiko-san, right?
Yeah, I agree. I promise to.
Well, let's say Yukiko, let's solve the case. This will be. I mean, obviously at the moment, our main objective is to solve the case, but our main objective overall is to solve the case. But our main objective at the moment is to save Yukiko.
Alright. So from tomorrow on, we'll try and come here as much as we can after school. And that includes days off. Hey, would you mind being our leader? You were the first to get this power, and you're way better in a fight than either of us. I think it's best for all of us if you set the pace of the investigation and we follow your lead. I'm cool playing second banana.
Leave it to me. Why not? No, yeah. leave it to me, I guess.
I had a feeling you'd say
It
that.
doesn't really matter.
I mean, I'm more the advisor type, you know? An ideas man, not an executive.
I'm with Yosuke. If you're the one calling the shots, I'd feel a lot more comfortable about this.
I'm with Yosuke too. If you're the one calling the shots, my pillow will be a lot more comfortable at night.
Teddy, would you please stop talking? I'm really on edge right now.
You've been anonymously appointed, so you've been unanimously appointed team leader, which happens in every single title, of course, because if we weren't the team leader, that would mean that we wouldn't have to worry about if we died. But unfortunately, by being designated the team leader, if we die, everyone else just gives up. Days of pursuing this case alongside your friends have begun. I'm assuming I can still go and visit the stuff after this. That what I know that was a substitute bond. Brings thee closer to the truth. Thou shalt be blessed when creating personas of the Fool. Yeah, so once again, it's the the Fool is story like related. Establish the investigation team, social link of the Fool Arcana. May earn an EXP bonus when fusing of personas of the Fool.
Okay. Let's get some rest for today so we're ready for tomorrow on.
I guess we're just not going back.
And don't forget to check the weather forecast.
Alright,
It gets foggy after a lot of rain, so let's keep an eye out.
It told me to have at least a Apsaris, Pixie, or Sandman before I left, but I only have the Pixie and the Slime, so...
Also, let's make sure we gear up for next time.
I don't know if this is going to make any difference, but we'll have to see. After a few days of rain, fog may set in. Keep an eye on the weather while continuing to explore the TV world. Exploring the TV world will use up your after-school or afternoon time. Okay, you decide to return to Junes and go back home. It told me specifically here to... It's weird. It told me, like... Before you reach the boss, try and obtain 4 things, but I tried to obtain them, like, without things, because they weren't going to respawn. And then it mentioned, make sure you have either Sandman or Pixie and Apsaris before you leave the dungeon. I have Pixie, I don't have Apsaris or things, so we'll just have to see what we can do. I don't think it's going to make a difference. We'll have to see. It's actually home for once this time. 3 of you are having dinner. The news is on TV.
That's all for World News Tonight. Coming up next, the local news.
Dojima is quiet with a stern expression on his face.
Hey, mind if I ask something? You aren't getting involved with any strange business, are you? What happened at the station this afternoon? It's still bothering me. Is there anything you're not telling me?
Of course not, it's something important, don't worry. I mean, I don't think any of these matter, because it's asking about, like, being in control with stuff, so... Anything you're not telling me? I mean...
Is something bothering you? Believe me, I do feel bad that I've been too caught up with work for us to have time to talk.
Oh, what's wrong? Are you fighting?
No, we're not having a fight.
This isn't the police station.
I agreed to look after you, so don't get yourself involved in anything that could get you into trouble. Got that?
And now, our weather forecast.
I also might be able to still fuse. I might still be able to fuse what I have into something that
Due to
would be
high-pressure
important.
fronts
Or I
from the
might not need
west,
it right away,
that sunny
so
spring-like
we'll just have to
weather
see
will
what,
stay with us for a while longer.
It's hoping to have Sandman or Pixie and Apsaras. So I got Pixie at least, but I got Slime, so I don't know if I can fuse Slime into something, so we'll have to see.
Is this lady the one who decides the weather? Because when she says it'll be sunny, it always is.
She's not really deciding it. Never mind.
He just continues, heedless of the heavy atmosphere. Okay, so I guess I just have to continue. I don't know what strength is supposed to be for, so I know that I have, in terms of actual personas, I have, this is full, I got Magician for Yosuke, and I've got Chariot for Slime, but I'm guessing I need, Sandman for, I said Sandman for strength, but I might be able to use, stuff together to make stuff, and withdraw anyway. Maybe that's what I can do. I'm not entirely sure. So I'm gonna go upstairs, there's gonna be a phone call, then Dojima, and then, save, don't fight. It's not my fault. Yeah, Dad's wrong. Teacher says that when two people fight, both of them are to blame for what happens. I'm gonna turn the light off quickly because it is getting a bit dark. Because I have to talk to Dojima, I'm gonna not, because I'm gonna talk to Dojima, I'm not going to, I'll do it after. We have to head upstairs, so. We're gonna go upstairs, we're gonna get a phone call. And then we want to talk to him, and then we want to go to the shopping district, grab a costume, and then go back home. And, can you hear Nanako calling from downstairs? The phone. It's me, Muraoka. And it's something that I prepared just for you. It's gonna deliver to your house, but the situation changed. I need you to come pick it up. Where am I? I was getting to that. I'm in front of the gas station at the shopping district. Got that? Now hurry up and come pick it up. Muraoka summoned you. Okay, so we'll, gotta tell Dojima that we're leaving. Just now, don't tell me you're planning on going out at this hour. My home teacher needs to see you. Home teacher wants to see you. Just transferred here and you've already done something. No, this is you we're talking about. Well, I understand. Go take care of business and hurry back home. We'll, go outside. So from here, I guess we go to the shopping district. I said outside the front of the, I guess it happens then right there. I could go and check to see stuff with the, Velvet Room, but I'm still not sure what I'll have to see what the reason is that I need the strength for. Like, if I do need it for something, maybe I made a mistake. It's not a lie, I really am on the way home from cram school. go home by myself. I wasn't trying to stay at a party. Oh, you're here, sooner than I expected. It's the school jersey I got for you. Go on, take it. And you also hide jersey. Any different costumes in the game to acquire. Put one on from the equipment menu, you can walk through the dungeon in that costume. Now that you've got it, get the hell out of here. You need to see this girl home. You know the way to your house, don't you? So this ain't an extra that I can grab something, so this is clothes. So you guess Ogami High School PE jersey carries a sense of nostalgia only found in rural schools. I'm guessing it's the same for all of them, right? They all have their own. Like, all of them are in their default clothes at the moment, because I've just chosen as much. It's like nothing special. Now we go back home. Go back home, sleep. Finish this, we're doing, and we're gonna go to sleep. I'm looking up,
You're back.
So what was it? Given a school jersey, that's it? They're just giving you that at school. I'm sure telling you that isn't helping. School's tough enough as it is. These incidents going on, everyone is on edge. Anything that happened today? Nothing today. Okay, so Chie's link is a chariot, so we have one of those already.
I wonder how Chia's doing.
So we're gonna get her. We're gonna get her social link here. So that's good.
Too much stuff happened yesterday. I hope she's back to her usual self.
So Chie's thing is either the first or second option, and then the second option for the other one. There is another option for the first dialogue, but you have to do it in New Game Plus because it's you need a courage boost. So, morning. Are you okay? Did you sleep well? Are you okay?
Yep.
Plus, I like their current outfits at the moment.
Thanks
So unless
for
it was something
everything
different,
yesterday.
I would probably wouldn't change it. I'd have to see what it
It's
is.
kind of embarrassing, you know? You two were right there to see my hidden feelings and all.
Don't sweat it.
The same thing happened to Yosuke, right? So, what was it like?
Huh? How should I put this? Oh, I nearly forgot. None of that happened when yours awakened, huh? Could that be because you've got nothing to hide?
Oh, so nothing happened for you? I gotta agree that you seem like a pretty open guy. There's a funny air about you. I don't know. I guess that's what draws people to you or something like that. Yep, it's a compliment.
If you say so.
Anyways, what's most important right now is to rescue Yukiko.
I also forgot to check the social link. I guess I can do it right after this anyway.
I'm dead set on coming.
not a big
Remember, you promised.
It's not a big problem at all. I'll just all we have to do is just open up the menu and just check to see what it
I
is.
still haven't gone to the bathroom.
Hey, thanks for saving me. Yosuke's cool and all, but there really is something different about you. I feel like you won't let me down.
Since Chie's gratitude to you, feel a faint bond forming between you and Chie. So now we have another social link. not sure which one. Strength for 5 was thou and I am thou. Thou shalt be bond brings thee closer to the truth. Thou shalt be blessed by creating personas of the chariot icon. Because strength for 3 was Yuko. Or strength for 5 was established the GA Naka social link with chariot icon. 300 XP bonus when fusing personas of the chariot icon. GA's determination in battle has been enhanced. GA can now wake up a knock down ally during battle. Haven't yet asked GA for contact information. Ask her straight at Sates for the investigation. Yeah, this one you can't just, you have to have a different, you have to have enough courage for this to work, but you can't do that here. So... second option.
Oh, right. You'll need this from now on, huh?
Exchange cell numbers with Chie.
We have to be careful of the fog that sets in after the rain, right? Let's save her before that happens.
After the fog continues for, after the rain continues for a while, it may become foggy. You must train yourself as much as possible until then. You should go to the Junes food court on days that you want to explore the other world. For a prolonged period of rain, it may become foggy in town. If you don't rescue someone who's disappeared before the end, the day the fogs over, the game will end. So very much like, I don't know if it's going to tell us the deadline or if we have to actually look at it ourselves. So because in 5 you got dates. Keep an eye on the weather report while improving your personas and equipment to be prepared for a rescue attempt. Maybe I just got unlucky by not getting Apsaurus, but because I got a slime instead. Hello and good afternoon, all. My name is Mr. Kondo, your PE teacher. Since no one at the school teaches English, I'll be doubling up my roles. Don't be so disappointed. In fact, I've spent some time overseas. Vacation time to be exact. That's more than enough to teach a class. Start with the basics. The English alphabet. I'm hearing this music now, and I recognize this from another streamer that I watched. They have like a saxophone version of this as their like break music. Starts with the letter A, then B, then C, and then 23 more. Maybe that was a little too basic. Alright, I'll give you an alphabet-related pop quiz then. Let's see. I just like how every time we have to answer a question, we've got to actually stand up and get out of our seats and, like, present ourselves to the class. So what alphabet comes from the words alpha and what other... Beta, bet, or beta? It's beta, because alpha being the first letter of the Greek alphabet and beta being the second. So, gave the answer you think is correct. Good, that's correct. Comes from the first 2 letters of the Greek alphabet, alpha and beta. That's an easy one. By the way, any set of Western European characters in a specific order is called an alphabet. In Japan, when we say alphabet, we're talking about the English alphabet, but it doesn't always mean the English one. Okay, the correct answer. Knowledge is increased. Alright, that was pretty easy. So now talk to school. Class event for today. The fog will come after several days of rain. You must prepare to take action. Then today you may spend your time after school however you wish. You may visit facilities in town or at school, but remember to enter the TV before the fog sets in to rescue the victim. You may enter the TV from the food court in Junes. Make sure that you have prepared by purchasing equipment to ready yourself for entering the TV to rescue people. You press the sub-menu button to travel between locations. You can connect to the network to see what other players have done the same day and time with the video. If you would like to use this function, press the voice button. Okay, well let's check something first. First off, we have GA. GA now, so we can check that. Leather shoes. 38 attack, 94 hit. Coming pair of shoes for wearing at school. Armor is chainmail, 34 defense, evasion 8. A shirt of metal rings, heavier than it looks. Aluminum, that's aluminum badge. Aluminum badge. A badge with design. And then obviously the fold-out persona is Tomoe. Skewer and There must have only been 5 that introduced the descriptions about stuff. Social links is updated, so... Persona users who are trying to solve the serial murders in another. She is such a narco. She loves kung fu films and often practices on movies. She is ready to put an end to the murders in another. The same thing can access the voice option somehow. This will display the 5 most popular actions of this day. All players who were connected to the network of the site. Current actions will be added to this data as well, and your choices may become a guide for other players. If you'd like to close this, press the cat button. Okay, let's have a look and see what, Oh, that's how it works. Okay, so... Into the TV, spent time in Mario, studied the library, edited Aya, went straight out. Okay, I think that's what we need strength. Strength might be Mario. Why did I say Mario? I'm saying Mario because of the, tactical. She's the, first, kingdom. So what are we doing this day? After school, we have a quest that we're going to give away. So building, class building Korea, and we have some stuff. Let's have a look around. There's no things showing if I can talk to them. So. Transfer student. Well, you're used to things here. Might not be all that different from the city, but is there anything you don't understand? Explain the school to you if you need me to. Is that okay? Yeah. Oh well, I guess I'll show you around. School is pretty much divided into 2 sections. First of all, the classrooms are in this classroom building. That's where we are in class 2. Building's layout is simple. First year's on the first floor, second year's on the second floor, and third year's on the third. Library's also on the second floor. Lots of students go there to study. Social activities room, like the music room, are in the building, practice building. After school, people go to that building for their clubs, and just to hang out. That's about it, I think. Would you like me to explain that again? I keep saying this to you as often as you like. If you get lost, you can come here and ask me. Go. Geo seems ready to go say food go. If you agree to go into the TV, you will call the others to the food court. Once in the food court, you cannot do other activities with them next day. We don't want to call them. I guess that's the jurisdiction.
Yo!
We don't want to head over to there. Just the transfer student. Being in Kim Moran's class really sucks the big one, doesn't it? Well, he's busy being angry at Amagi-san, so I don't have to be so too worried. Keeps leaving school to go help at home. And she's really pretty too. Well, I don't really get along with her, but should I thank her for taking me off? I'm doing pretty well. Started a lot later than I wanted to. I started a lot later than I wanted to today, but at least I'm able to do a little bit of a short stream. Hopefully my voice isn't overshadowing the music, but the music isn't too high over me. Test to see how that works. I've also removed the stream delay, so that should also mean that like me talking I think is gonna be real time versus like a 20-second delay. So I'm doing pretty well now. Just started a bit late. I'm taking a break from the speedrun. I'll probably do that again on Wednesday. So I have a couple of days I can go and do those. But I think after yesterday, I think it's nice to do something else. Konishi Senpai appeared on the Midnight channel. Why does everyone talk about scary things like that? Aren't they bad? That's why they're so scary. But I hope that your stream has been going well. You've been streaming a little bit more frequently now, which I've noticed. I hope that you've been enjoying that stuff. I try to pop in whenever I can. No, I guess I'll go straight here, like straight home. Can't think of a safer place to be right now. Why don't you do that too? I gotta go to building 3F. We're on 2F right now, so I can go to numbers are increasing. My average is up to above 1 viewer now. So assuming that I can keep streaming consistently, that it's just gonna keep going. Which I'm looking forward to seeing how it all goes. AV room, computer lab, announcement room. That's the thing that we have to talk to. 3-1. I believe that Konishi-san is dead, but I can't really feel sorry for her. She just did whatever she wanted to. There were a couple of bad rumors about it too. Even say that it was divine punishment. These are all classrooms. 3-1, 3-2, 3-3. I recognize you. Oh, you're that second-year transfer student, right? You come from the big city. You know, small towns have their benefits too. It's usually studying for college exams is stressful. But around here, most of us just find employment. Get a job here when I graduate too. Not live in a place where I'm at home. So first person we have to talk to is this quiz guy. Second year, right? Why did I assume that? Because I know the ways of the world, son. Don't know you, and you're coming up, so it's 50-50 that you're a second year. Deductive reasoning like, well, son. Now I, the OG third year, challenge you, the second year young blood, with a riddle. And no, it isn't because I'm trying to avoid studying for entrance exams. Just doing you a favor here, man. Answer correctly, I will present you with a key. I accept the challenge. Accept request 1. Who's the riddle master? People with requests will have an icon over their heads. Its color will change once you accept this request. Seek out this icon. You can do that. Request that you've accepted can be confirmed on the menu. Looks like your spirit is willing. Let's see if your mind can vibe to this. Riddle time. I'm gonna drop some stuff into 2 distinct categories. In the end, you gotta drop the last item into the category. Can you do this? Red's group A, gray's group B. White's putting it down. Group A. Orange has group B table. Green's A for cheesy. Pink is group B 4 times infinity. 8. So which group does black belong to? A or B? I wasn't really paying attention to what. Wait, which one was? What was the clues? Something they said something it was 4 times infinity. I have no idea. I wasn't really paying attention. Okay. I guess it was just group A. I wasn't really paying attention to it. They said it was a riddle, but I guess I was going by too fast. What's the reason for this? So tell me what all those items have in common. Give it to me. The top 6 car colors, the top 6 flag colors. I think it's the flag actually, because all the colors you mentioned were the Olympic rings. And I know the reason I know this is because to be in the Olympics, all 5 colors of the Olympic rings, you need to have at least one color of one of the things in your flag. If that makes sense. So it's actually this flag color. Mine is a beautiful thing. You're not letting it go to waste. Way to be. Since you're down with axiology, you know that Group A was 4 of the 6 most prevalent world flag. Okay, the other 2 round out the top 6 are blue and yellow. Pink, really? I thought you said pink. Must say that I wasn't expecting a second year to have such trenchant insight. You have passed, and now I dub you my real brother. Here's a little something something. See, 3 chess keys. Completed quest 1 who's master. That should come up in this one. Requested by the male student classroom building 3F answers. Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to enter the velvet room. We didn't get a. I didn't get a school card. I'm not gonna go. I guess I should just go to the velvet room just because. Where is the velvet room? It's shopping. The incident? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look at this town. Everyone's so carefree. Enough about that. Need to get a job, I asked. The gas station's at hiring. Pull it on board on the north side of the shopping district. Post new jobs. I think they'll do it on 20. To look at, give my son's books too. Free. Assuming that they might be saying the same thing. You were saying the same thing. Okay. Maybe, okay, if it's you, okay, I think I'll practice. So they're saying the same stuff. I'm gonna go to the velvet just to see what the... I don't have any school cards to give. Just in case this is a trigger or something else. Welcome to the velvet room. Well then I shall tell you about how I can offer you my assistance. Gather a number of the personas you possess and provide you with the ability to fuse them. I have suggestions for the creation of powerful personas that may be of use to you. Want to summon a new persona that you have not registered? Please try the summon a persona option. So you get access to that immediately, as opposed to in 3 where you have to actually unlock it. However, if you register a persona in the compendium, you will be able to summon that persona by selecting check compendium. If you wish to know more about the compendium, please ask Margaret. Okay, we've got a lot of stuff in here. Let's now explain how to create new personas through fusion. There's a variety of methods to fuse personas together. Normal spread is a fusion of 2 personas, a triangle spread is the fusion of 3. There are many persona cards that can be used as the basis for fusions, and an even larger number of fusion results. The drawback is that using multiple personas in a fusion always results in a single persona. Do not forget this. Also, a persona created through fusion may gain additional powers depending on the day it was created. Refer to the fusion forecast to help ensure that your fusion results go as you desire. If you would like a more detailed explanation, feel free to ask. Okay. So if I go search, well then allow me to explain how to fuse personas by the search feature. Should you use this feature, I will tell you which personas can be created using the personas you currently hold. If you're unsure if you're skilled in fusing personas or simply wish to create strong ones, you will find the search function useful. You may also heed the voices that trickle in from other worlds to find out which personas are most effective. You may learn much from such advice. Using the fusion search to see what players are fusing. If you would like to use this function, press the voice button. Okay, so I can push it right now. This will display the 5 most popular fusions available to you from among the players who are connected to the network while playing. Your own fusions will be added to this data as well, and your choices may be made by other players. Okay, so it's just going to show up a bunch of them, right? So Apsaras, Archangel, Kusith. At the moment, I have... Oh, it tells me that I can fuse. Okay, so I don't have access to any strength right now, so... triple fusion gives me Archangel. I can fuse Pixie Apsaras. Actually, you know what? We already have what we need. Because what I can do is I can fuse Apsaris with what I have here, and then I can bring back Pixie, so I'm actually all fine. We have at least one of the personas we need, so I'm not concerned about the... We can make the strength persona when we need it. It's not a big deal. We can also make Cusa. So that's obviously level 11. We're level 4, so we can make this. Cusa is obviously level... We're not level 10 yet, so nothing to worry about. Okay, and then we get, obviously, the normal spread. Okay, I like the way that this looks. This is very good. Having the search function means I don't have to go through individually every single triangle fusion. I can just go into the search option and be like, I'm looking for this particular persona. I want to fuse for it. Do I have any ways to do that? And then it will at least tell me. Because that was a problem in 3. I had to use the console, the fusion calculator a lot. This game has the search function, so I'm happy about that. Fusion forecast. Thank you for asking about the fusion forecast. Persona born through fusion can be granted various abilities depending on the day the fusion is performed. Results and triggers vary day to day and can be seen in the fusion forecast. There may also be unexpected results, so I advise you to please remember to check the fusions before you commit. This is today's fusion forecast, the 18th of April. So trigger nothing, but we get a bonus stats. Tomorrow's is use a persona of the Magician Arcana in a fusion and you get 0. Okay, that's really cool. So, shows you the next 2 days. It's 4 kids, so... Okay, this will give me like a bunch of tutorials. Usually I read through these anyway. I went into here because I wanted to go and see what, it told me to have, before I left the dungeon, certain stuff, but I can fuse for it here if I really need to, when I get to that point. But we'll just see if I need it or not, because I don't want to fuse for anything or do any of the stuff until it tells me that I actually need it. Because sometimes that's happened too. So my purpose is to create new personas. By fusing the personas in your possession, you can cause new personas to be born. Fusing will allow you to create new personas that are stronger than the individual personas you used to create. Personas used during the fusion will be lost. Since it takes multiple personas to create a single new one, the number of personas you have will decrease. The powers you lose, the powers you gain, it will be best for you to make those decisions beforehand. I'm doing pretty well. Shorter stream today because of I ran out of time. Well, not ran out of time. I wanted to start a little bit sooner, but the upload took a little bit longer and a couple other things. At least I'm getting something else other than Live Alive for today, because, while I do enjoy, the Live Alive speedruns, I also, like, I'm getting to a point where I want to, like, space them out a little bit more, so I'm not playing them constantly. So yeah, this is like me coming back for this for a little bit. We'll do maybe I'll do 2 streams of this, and then I'll do some more Live Alive speedrun stuff, but, I'm doing pretty well. Still really early on in this game. I'm enjoying it quite a lot, but we're still kind of in tutorial areas. And then I've changed a couple of things for the stream as well. I had to reduce the volume of this game because it was blaringly loud on my previous part, and also I've removed the delay on my stream, so I think that means it should be... The delay on my stream should at least mean that, if I'm talking, that everyone will be able to hear it, as it's being said, versus having to wait a bit. But how have you been doing? How are you going? How'd you lose? Fusion and social links. One's persona is the power within one's soul. Your soul is fueled by your connections with others. The source of these connections are social links, and of course, these connections influence your personas. If you choose to fuse personas and the resulting persona is of the same arcana as the social link you have made, the persona will receive a burst of power during its creation and may rapidly gain levels. Hey Andre, hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well this evening. I played this, how many days ago? 3, 4 days ago? So it's a new game, yes. New game, and it's gonna be a long one because I have to do 2 playthroughs, and I'm trying to get 100% through everything. Persona Super Burst of Power. Well, it's the same game that we were playing before. Remember, a few days ago, the one where we were going into the TVs when you were in. So it's the same game as that. The extent of its boost is dependent upon the rank of the corresponding social link. Depending on the level, Persona's level may even grow to exceed your rank. We've begun to understand the importance of social links and their relationship with your personas. Types of fusion. There are various types of fusion. First, the fundamental normal spread. 2 individual personas. Yeah, we got stuck. We decided, instead of putting our arm in a little bit further, we decided to put our head into the TV, which didn't seem like a very wise thing. And now we've ventured into the TV again earlier today. 2 individual personas are merged. Next is the triangle spread. 3 personas merged together will result in a more powerful persona. It's likely that there are personas that can only be created through the use of a triangle spread. The relationship between these personas used in the fusion and the resulting persona is determined by the arcana. But it also seems that there are many personas that seem to defy these rules, such as when personas of the same arcana are fused together. It may be best to try out many different combinations of persona fusions on your own. Special fusions. Now explain special fusions that require 4 or more personas. Personas created from a fusion of 4 or more cannot be gained in any other way. These personas can only be attained through dedication and hard work. Skill inheritance. Personas created through fusion will inherit some of the skills that personas used to create. If you do this properly, it is possible to create personas with skills that they normally could not learn on their own. Even if you try to create a strong persona, there is the possibility that the fusion result will be weak. There are 3 important points. I myself don't know everything about skill inheritance, but the first point to remember is that the inherited skill changes depending on the order of the personas are chosen. Second is that the persona that is being created has an effect on the skills that are inherited. And now the end cap. The more skills the fusing persona are capable of using, the more skills will be inherited by the resulting persona. Best for you to remember these guidelines. But yeah, we went to the TV again, and we did a couple of battles. We have 3 party members now. And now we're just going through the fusion tutorials. Let me explain the inheritance of skills in a little more detail. Each and every persona has skills that it can and cannot inherit. It's a characteristic of each persona and is generally something that can be changed. This can be a source of limitation. For example, persona skilled in physical attacks will not be able to change that skill to offensive magic. As to these offensive magics, there are 4 element attributes: fire, water, electricity, and wind. A persona that excels in one attribute will generally be weak against another attribute. So attempting to create a persona that excels in both light and darkness attributes is a hopeless endeavor. In addition, a persona skilled in recovery magic will in turn be weak against physical attacks. One skilled in physical attacks will be weak when using magic, and may have difficulties facing many attributes. There are some personas that can master any skill, but by their very nature, these are rare indeed. It would be best for you to experiment and find out many things on your own when creating personas. Fusion accents. This is truly difficult for me to admit, but my power is by no means absolute. While a rare event, there are times when a mistake occurs in the cards. The result of that is an accident. When an accident happens, an unexpected persona will be created. Why this happens, not even I know. Please forgive me if such an event ever occurs with you. Fusion forecast. Personas created through fusion will often have various effects. The effect depends on the day, and the effects themselves will vary. For example, various skills could be acquired, or abilities could be increased. This does not change day by day, and not every day grants an ability. There are other triggers that can be fulfilled to receive the effect. One of Margaret's roles is to keep watch on what sort of triggers and effects may come. You call her report the fusion forecast. If you ever wish to know the triggers, feel free to ask Margaret. This service is provided free of charge, of course. By all means, check back with her as often as you'd like. Fusion search. Well then, let me explain how to fuse personas via the search feature. Use this feature, and I will tell you which personas can be created with normal and triangle spread from the ones you don't. You may also hear the voices that trickle in from other worlds to hear which persona. Oh, we already got this one too. So the compendium exists now. Allow me to explain the compendium and other aspects of it. So in the first game, in 3, you had to unlock the compendium after like a month. Here we don't need to unlock the compendium. We can just start using it immediately. Which definitely is better because I had at the start of 3 I had a hard time getting certain personas, so I had to kind of go back and forth into the dungeon to grab other personas. Persona Compendium registers all the personas in your possession, all of their abilities. After registration, a persona can be summoned with the same abilities as many times as you like. If you destroy a persona, the greater the cost to summon it will be. Simply registering a persona is free of charge. You may also overwrite previously registered personas as often as you like. Do so however you like. So I'm not going to do that right now. Well, this isn't a speedrun, so saving time doesn't matter. This is a casual playthrough, so what happened in 3 was if you didn't have access to the compendium, you had to basically go into this room, fuse for personas, and then go back into the dungeon, grab more personas, and then after grabbing those personas, head back into there, and it was kind of like a back and forth thing. Here, it's basically like, think of it like a Pokedex. When you catch a Pikachu, instead of having to go back and catch 5 other Pikachus, you can summon Pikachu back and have it back. But obviously that's not how Pokemon works, but this is how this sort of system is. Like, I have a persona that I own, and I can bring it back as many times as I want, as opposed to having to go back and forth. So it's just less annoyance, really. May as well register what we have, because why not? It's possible for you to review the abilities of personas you have registered, of course. Also, a registered persona can be summoned. This fee for summoning persona, that's... So I don't have any skill cards right now. I want to give you a quick explanation about cloning skill cards. If you give me the cards you have, I can clone them. You lose the skill cards you give me, but after that you'll be able to buy as many of them as you like. The prices will be different depending on the skill card's effect, so keep that in mind. To strengthen your personas, you should clone a lot of cards. So I can buy cards, but I don't have any right now, so... Obviously, physical magic, support, and auto, which is like your boost, auto boosts. I'll tell you about buying skill cards. Give me a skill card you found, then I can clone that card. Be able to make as many clones as I want, and once you give me one, you can buy as many as you like later. I've got to charge you for them though, at least that's what they told me. I don't know why, but that's how it works. Better skill cards cost more depending on the effects, which I feel that. I guess if you clone a lot of skill cards, you'll be able to make your persona stronger, right? I'm giving skill cards. Want me to tell you about handing over skill cards. Why am I getting notifications about turning Discord notifications off? Bring one over cards and I'll clone it and put it up on the list of skill cards I can sell you. I'm gonna buy cards from you, and I can't give back the cards I used to clone the others, so which I think that's. If you just want to use your one card, go ahead, but if you give it to me, I can make more for you later on. Don't really care either way, but think it through before you decide what to do with your skill cards. Obtaining skill cards. How to get skill cards. Get them from shadows, I guess. When you beat them, there's a chance you might get a skill card. I think you're supposed to have a better chance if you fight well, so I guess you could try different fighting styles. So beating stronger shadows seems to give you stronger skill cards. There's a place in your world where you can get skill cards too. If you want to make your personas big and strong, I think you should gather a bunch of skill cards for them. Okay, that's that. Manage rescue requests. Well then, I'll tell you about the rescue request. How can I start? First, there are other worlds than this. There are tons more, many are like this one. So this is in reference to, I think 4? So this game, I should say. I think this game was the first of the Personas to have influence from what is it called? Influence from like the outside world. So in 5, if in 5 you would name your Phantom Thief group, and if a team member got captured, you could summon out another person's Phantom Thief group to save your party member, which is a pretty cool concept. There are yous who aren't really you, living their lives in their worlds. I don't really get it. So, like, when you're in danger inside the TV world, you can send a rescue request to the yous in the other worlds. And if a you is in one of those other worlds and answers your request, you will receive a boost. And since this rescue request doesn't cost you anything to send out, why not try it out? When you hear this explanation again, ask me and I'll tell you. Okay, so you can actually create a message. Select phrases to change. Okay, so we can actually change like our we can add in words. So our current rescue thing says rescue, let's go, everybody hold out or something. Okay, we get a bunch of choices here. I'm probably not going to I'm probably not gonna make one of these. There's a lot of different choices here. Like, we can create a message. I think what happens is someone receives our message, and then we somebody sees our request and like saves us, I guess. I'm probably just gonna leave this as it is. Other you answers you from this world, you'll get a boost from this one. Doesn't cost you anything to make a request, one give it a shot. It's quite possible that you will hear some other rescue requests from other users out there in other worlds too. Answering them is 3-2, so why not answer back? I mean, what kind of jerk doesn't help himself when he asks? Oh, you can send a message when you do that too, so set your message here before you go. You can send and receive rescue requests when it comes to the network. Press the rescue button while in a dungeon to send out a rescue request. If anyone answers your request, your HP and SP will be increased at the start of the next battle. If you receive a rescue request, you can answer it by pressing the rescue button. Okay, creating a message. It's basically a little line that the other you will hear when you answer a rescue request. You can create that message here in this room, so you might as well do it before you leave. Click on the rescue log. It lets you see the message of the other users that answered rescue requests that you've made. They aren't kept forever though. When the log gets too long, the other ones get erased to make room. But if there are any that you really want to keep, let me know and I'll make sure they stay. I don't know if I need to make one of these. Currently it says rescue, let's go, everybody hold out. I guess we can... I don't know what I would want it to say though, is the issue. Maybe I can be like, let's do Glosses Senpai. Glosses Senpai. Glosses Senpai, what the heck? Meat dimension? What is this? Like, I'm gonna have to just make something, Colossus Senpai, protagonist. Glasses Senpai protagonist, and then we need to do something where it's like, like something about like help out, like I don't know. I want to make something that like I know I'm wasting time doing this, but it's like I want to make something that like Glasses Senpai, thanks for... Should we just do that? Glasses... Glasses Senpai protagonist, thanks for... I'll just do that. I don't know. I'm not very creative with this. This is gonna be our rescue message. If somebody needs to help us in the thing, it's gonna read Glasses Senpai protagonist, have thanks special. And I can change the Earth thing as well. Alright, let's, who should we have as our, like, you know what, we'll go for this. Yeah, we'll just do this. Check on Dwellers. Listen to Margaret's request. Oh, that's something... That's right, there is something that I would like to ask of you, but... Doesn't seem like I would be able to get the answer I desire out of you, so as you are now. Shouldn't seem to have much interest in you. If your knowledge was at the expert level, perhaps she would be more comfortable asking you for help. This is a Marie? Well, I've got to stop saying Marie. Marie is Persona 5 Tactica. It's Marie in this game. Marie in this game, Marie in Tactica. I wish I didn't have any, I do, but it's not for now. Telling you wouldn't help anyway. Marie doesn't seem interested in you. It seems your relationship needs some sort of spark in order to deal. Check social activity. You're going at quite a clip. Your social links are what create your world. Please do not forget this. That's it. I've done everything in the belt. I'll probably come back here later for fusing, but I guess we just go. We'll keep going along what we're supposed to do. Vending machine outside the Shioku store sells tap soda. You can only buy 5 of them a week. Like, we stock every Monday, so make sure you stock them every Monday. Sure, I'll do that then. It's outside of... the vending machine outside the Shioku store, so go find it. So we every Monday we need a... So this gives us 10 SP to every ally. You can only buy 5 of them a week. They restock every Monday. So we'll buy 5 vending machine sells drinks for 120 yen each. You have 6,000 yen. What would you like to buy? Orange Smash or Tap. Buy. Keep buying those until. I'm gonna buy 5 of these. We're gonna need a lot of SP early on. Like all the drinks are sold out. So save our game, go to the shopping district. Save the game, go to the shopping district. Go to the vending machines at the top of the hill, and when you buy one of the drinks, you have a chance to win a prize and you yourself a trophy. You're gonna buy 5 drinks, so you get up to 5 drinks. And we need to buy at least one double Neo for 8. Shopping district north. Assuming they're saying the same stuff. They're gonna say the same stuff, I guess. I need to buy at least one Dr. Salt Neo, and I also need to try to get a trophy, so you can only get 5 drinks here a day. really the safe trade. We need to make sure we buy at least one Neo, so I'll buy, I guess, one of everything. Win anything. And I'll buy the rest of we'll see what these items do, actually. Just, before we do so. What do these items do? Salt Neo is 5 SP to an ally into the colored beverage. Second main is a cold beverage that got heated and stores 5 SP. Natural Innova's essence is can 5 SP. Well, I guess it doesn't matter what we buy, so I'll just keep buying Neos. Didn't win anything this time around. The drinks are sold out, but do I get a second chance? Okay, so I gotta reload the save. Gotta reload the save here because of the, unfortunately I gotta reload the save because of the, I need to get, I'm trying to get a trophy. I know I could've, the advantage, mine one is gonna be, we're gonna get that eventually anyway. It doesn't matter if I don't get it straight away. Plus, I'm trying to get used to the actual... what did everybody do? I'm trying to get used to the I've got to adjust myself again to doing the attacks earlier. I need to get used to this. I guess I'll just keep buying Neos. I should still buy at least one of each. Buy at least one of each because at least that means I have a just in case I need the item later on or something. Now we'll just have to. Now we're just trying to get the get the trophy. There we go. Want another drink from the roulette machine, please? Which one were you? Salt Neo, I guess. There we go. Alright, there's our another trophy. Soup that up. Trophy. Here we go. Win a prize from the vending machine. So I know I could have got like a skill card one or another one, but I decided against that. Now we're doing some bug catching. So we need to go and talk to the bug catching at the shrine. He'll ask for the Dr. Salt, and then in exchange he'll give us some stuff on catching. So we're going to do that. Shrine. Bugs make me thirsty. I really want some Dr. Salt Neo. Do I spend on my allowance? Oh well, I'll just drink water. You have 3 Dr. Salt Neos, what will you do? We will give them some. Giving this to me? Really? Grandpa always says to thank people who give you things. Just to show my thanks. See, Tetsuhime Ladybug toast. Thank you very much. Right, I'm gonna take a quick break, and then I'm gonna be back in a second, so while I am gone, you can listen to some good music. Okay, that was weird. That was weird, like, usually what happens there is, if I click on the... I guess it's because I'm hearing two things, right? If I click on the break screen thing, what's supposed to happen is it's supposed to not be playing any of this music. It's not supposed to be playing the, It's not supposed to be playing the... It should be playing my remote play music. It should definitely not be playing that music. Let me just check something for you. No, it does. I don't know why it does. Okay, let me just see what happens if I mute the music on here. I know what I did wrong. So when we go to the break screen, like this, yeah. So when I'm here, when I'm on the game screen like this, the microphone's on, and the remote play music is on. But, I guess I think I'm hearing the music because, it's coming through my headphones. But everybody else should only be hearing, the break music, and me talking right now. Yeah. It just sounded weird to me because I was hearing the break music as well as the game, but I think it's because this music is much louder than... This music that's playing right now is much louder than Persona 3's was, so I just need to remember that for the next time. I was getting a bit confused. It should be better now. For some reason, the game wasn't muted on my break screen. I thought something went wrong. What do you want to play today, Shota? I want to play Princesses. Why do I want to catch bugs? Prince said a bunch of different bugs live in the treetops. No, you're gonna go play with me. Catch bugs when it's dark. And Mom says I can't go outside at night, so... Now we've broke the bugs. Now we want to go to Junes, talk to the woman and buy 3 tiny soul tomatoes. So Junes is in, just gonna confirm this. Desktop audio is muted because the desktop audio is louder than anything else. That's what I'm hearing. Mic is me talking, and remote play is the music that you're hearing from this with the thing. And then break screen, I don't have desktop audio. I have desktop audio muted because there's no desktop audio. My microphone is muted, and then also remote. So I'm just gonna. I think the reason why is because this music is really loud compared to the break screen, but it should be better now. I think it's all fine. I've got to go to Junes, which is in the shopping district. So it should work better now. Junes Department. Okay, let's have a look around. Actually, the boy who moved into Dojima-san's place. Of course I know about you, but neighbors after all. Since you and Nanako are growing children, I worry that Dojima-san doesn't take care of you. Eat your veggies, okay? So this splits up as well. We've got food court, and you've got going to town. I don't know why I think the reason why is because when I had Persona 3 paused, it wasn't very loud. So if I do it now, for example, it should be a lot. Okay, that's better. Okay. So, I think the reason why I was thrown off is because I could hear this music, it was so loud, and then the break music was what it was, so... welcome. Anyone interested in some fresh vegetables and seedlings for the garden? How about you, mister? I don't have that many left. Right now, it can give you 3 tiny soul tomatoes for 800 yen. You have 63,670 yen. Should you buy the tiny soul tomatoes? Yes. Thank you. Here you go. 10 tiny soul tomato. That's it for today. I'll restock after a while, so feel free to hit me up then. So what did those do? Chinese tomatoes are 20 SP for an ally, and then Tatsuhime Ladybug, when used as bait at the river, it can attract Genji, Ayu, or ambush Shima. Now we, after we finish that, we're going to the Velvet Room. We want to check on Dweller's list of Mari's request, which will let us start her social link. Weird that I can't, I did that before. Maybe I needed to do something with this. Okay, let's go back and see what happens. Go into town. If this doesn't work, I'll look up how to get the social link started. Maybe that's why we need certain things to happen.
Huh?
Oh, you came. You must come here a lot, huh? What you want this time? A persona? School card? Doesn't matter to me. Excuse me, I keep wanting to say Mario, because I've seen it. Obviously, I know that it's different. Excuse me, Marie. You must learn to restrain yourself.
Huh?
What's that supposed to mean? Stupid, uptight, blockhead twerp? Apologize sincerely. She is far too unruly for me to handle. No kidding, I feel for you. Why'd you bring her here? Why'd you bring her here? Speak as if her being here has nothing to do with you. This is all to help you on your journey. What do you mean? This room is inseparable from your fate. Nothing in this room happens without purpose. It seemed that you and Marie had already met before you encountered her in this room. Encountering one who is not of man and communicating with her, your fate has led you to this meeting. One who is not of man, Marie and I are connected, so no problem. One who is not of man. Indeed. This room is the crossroads of your fates, you the customer, and she who is not of man, who has wandered into this place. Where will this meeting lead? Excuse me for saying so, but we too are a bit interested in the outcome. Though she was in this land before you, in the end, Marie is not of man. In other words, her understanding of the world in which you live is incomplete. Therefore, I ask of you to please take her outside this room, if you would. Okay, Marie? Whatever. Never mind. Seems Marie is interested in leaving this place. You should speak with her when you have the time. Okay, so this is, we go check on Dwellers, listen to Marie's request.
Huh?
You came, I'm surprised. Didn't think you were interested. Look, I'm sure you already know, but I want you to take me somewhere. It's small, it's dark, the nose never says anything, it's stuffy in here. I'm really not supposed to leave the room, but Margaret said it'd be okay if I went with you. Well, never mind. So will you take me somewhere? Seems Marie's intent on going out. Come closer to her, maybe she could tell you something. Really? Do you think you're giving in too easily? I'll have you twisted around my finger if you keep this. Twisted around my finger? That's the saying, right? I've been studying.
Let's go.
Well, let's go. You decided to take Marie outside the Velvet Room. District inside of Suzai Daigo. Marie out of the Velvet Room. Finally breathe now. It's stuffy in that car. No, I feel weird. It's like nostalgic for the smell of it. Nostalgic for the smells because it's the countryside. Nostalgic. Yeah, nostalgic, that's what I said. It just feels that way. All the stuff that I've never noticed before. Mistakes. See, this feels so much better than the other social links, just because you get to see everyone moving around in the world. Because obviously in 3 portable, you lack a lot of that stuff because it's all just a. Lady, I want one of those skewer things. Hello, that'll be 320 yen, please.
It's difficult to say.
320. Well, that's hard to say. You can't eat without money. Want me to pay for it? You can come back later. You're kidding, right? No, I really don't have any. Is that bad? Marie looks confused.
What's up?
Oh, Nathan, getting your steak on, huh? She's cute. What? What's going on? On here? Who's this? She's an acquaintance, she's a friend, she's my little sister. I feel like at the moment she'd be more like an acquaintance than anything else. Yeah, I guess that's right. Said so. Hey, I'm Yosuke Hanamura. I'm his friend, his partner, you know. Partner? You mean like a close friend? That about sums it up. What's your name? Marie. Marie-chan, is it? You want a steak skewer? Alright, this one's on me. You mean you'll buy it for me? Is that okay? There's no reason to decline. You should reserve yourself. That's great. I mean, yeah, there's no reason to decline. Don't worry, got a little extra in my last paycheck. 3 steak skewers, 1 for each of us. Oh my, business is filming. Just a moment, please. Great steak skewers with Yosuke and Mario. I just said it again. It's Marie. Marie. And it's in the normal way you say it is Marie. I'm just so used to I've played Persona 5 Tactica, I'm doing that and I've got to say Mario for that, because that's what her name is. What, a belly full of what? This place always has huge portions. So Marie-chan, what do you think of the local specialty? It's really weird. It's tough hard to bite into and it got cold while I was still eating it. It's delicious. It's good. It didn't sound like you liked it at the beginning, though. All's well that ends well.
Hey.
What's it called steak anyway? Short or something? It's short for beef steak, it's short for steak out, it's short for steak. I'm assuming it's the top option actually, because I know that's the
beef steak?
I know that's the type of meat it is, but if you drop the word beef from it, you don't get any sense of what it's made of. It should be like steak. That's not much better. Marie-chan's a strange kid, huh? Well, that makes her cute, I guess. You eat this every day? No fair. I should have come earlier. Seems Marie has taken a liking to steak skewers. Made small talk with Yosuke and
Whoa!
Crap, I left my key back in my locker at work. Gotta go back to Junes. See you later, Nathan. You too, Marie-chan. Marie. Partner is a funny person. That he is, just my friend. He is just my friend. No, the term partner sounds a little bit weird to use. He bought me meat. That makes him a good person. That is fact. Hey, let's go somewhere else. Somewhere with a nice view. You're overlooking town. The several times in which you lost Marie, the moment you took your eyes off her, you managed to bring her here.
Oh.
It's really green here. Green, and some brown and darker green. Leaves of green fly away, farewell to you, clouds of the sky. Fly as far, lost as the day, farewell to you, moon of the night. Marie's murmuring something to herself, whatever it is, it rhymes.
I said no.
Wasn't making up a poem. Just some words that I was thinking, that's all. Yeah. Shut up, I hate you, you stupid jerk. Don't step on me. Marie is blushing. Wow, it's pretty. This is lasting a good while, this one lane. I don't know why, but I feel good about this place. Reminds me of something. Any other places we can go? I want to see more. I'll show you around. You should go home now. Are you asking me to take you? Let's see, any place we can go? Yeah, we can show around. Please do. I notice a lot of things when I'm with you. It's pretty fun. You sense that Marie expects something of you. I feel that you understand Marie a bit more now. How about I and thou? Thou establish a new bond, brings thee closer to the truth. Thou shalt be blessed when creating personas of the Aeon Arcana. Establish the Marie social link with the Aeon Arcana. You may earn an EXP bonus when fusing personas of the Aeon Arcana. Now the thing is that usually the Aeon suggests that it's going to be something of importance, I think. Alright, next, gratitude now. Although we're getting it really early.
See ya.
Show Marie around, then escort her back to the Velvet Room.
Welcome home.
Okay. Dojo Mercer. Sneak out to the town at night. And sneak out at night when Dojimers are around. However, you will be too tired to go out if you've explored inside the TV that day, so be careful. We want to save our game up to our room, study the desk. We have a high chance to raise our knowledge twice, so if you don't raise it twice, really to save. That's what we're going to be trying to do. What did most people do? Went to bed, fished with river, studied at home, made it Aya.
Well...
It was hard. I'm gonna go absorb the moisture. You should leave her alone. Also check my social. So Marie wants you to take her out of the Velvet Room to the outside world, an apprentice in the Velvet Room, interested in the world outside. This seems very much like how we were with the twins and Elizabeth in the other games. So maybe this is supposed to be those events. I'm not really sure. So we'll just figure it out. We want to keep reloading the save until we get the right character. As of today, you can spend the night in your room. You can also work outside. Once you have a job, you will be able to leave home to access it in the shopping district. This would also be a good chance for me to check this, just to be sure that it turns off, because this is completely silent. Okay, so that was what I was doing wrong. It's because this game was so loud that it was very much noticeable. Calendar near the door to your room has important dates listed on it, so make use of it to plan your time. Okay, it does. This month's schedule is... So anything that's got this on it, so a show day on the 29th of April. 3rd, 4th, and 5th, 3rd of May is Constitution Day, 4th is Nature Day, 5th is Children's Day, 9th through 12th is midterms, 19th is test results, 17th of June is school camp out for 2 days. July 18th is Ocean Day, and then finals for the next 5 days after that. And then test results, end of school, is on the 26th of July. 20th of August is the Summer Festival. 30th of August is Firework Festival. Beginning of school, 9th of September. Class trip, 8th through the 10th. Respect for the Age Day, 19th of the 9th. The 23rd of the 9th is the Autumnal Equinox. The 10th of the 10th is Health and Sports Day. The 14th and the 14th through the 20th is midterms. The 24th is test results. 29th is the Cultural Festival for 3 days, I guess, and a couple Compensationary holiday is on the 31st. Culture Day is on the 3rd of November. Labor Appreciation Day on the 23rd of November. Finals from the 28th until the 3rd. School Founding Day, the 5th of December. Test results on the 8th. Emperor's birthday on the 23rd of the 12th. Christmas Eve, 24th. Christmas on the 25th. End of school on the 26th. And then 31st is New Year's Eve. New Year's Day, 1st of the 1st. Compensatory holiday on the 2nd. Coming of Age Day, the 9th. Beginning of school on the 10th. And then we have advancement exams from the 2nd of February until the 10th. The 11th is National Foundation Day, test results on the 14th, as well as Valentine's Day on the 14th as well. And then end of school is the 17th of March, and the 20th is the vernal equinox. Okay, so we're pretty much going to be studying until we get to desk. Knowledge may increase if you studied here. You can raise your knowledge, diligence, understanding, expression, and courage by participating in some activities. When these various qualities reach certain levels, you may meet new people on quests. We do want to study, yes. We absolutely want to study. We may be reloading the save just because it's decided to study. Because we want to get to knowledge. As you studied, you read a number of dictionary entries that piqued your interest. That's what we needed. That's what we were looking for there. So that's sending data. I'm guessing that was something to do with the what we did in the day. All right, now we have something we have to do with remote control.
I realize this is sudden, but I'm Margaret. We met at the Velvet Room the other day. There is one important point I forgot to warn you about, so I thought it best to contact you immediately. Going to save your friends is a selfless and noble deed. By all means, we encourage and support you in regards to this matter. But to proceed too hastily in that quest will mean facing one battle after the next. Though you may be pressed for time, devoting yourself to battles will not quench your heart's yearnings. The bonds created through social links are another important means of strengthening the powers of your persona. Do not hasten heedlessly through your days, and remember the importance of moving at a sustainable pace. Please remember that. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
Margaret's advice to Plat. Think carefully about how you spend your days. Which we were already kind of doing anyway, because obviously I'm trying to use a guide, so it's going to be very much... What's up? You got morning practice. It's going to very much be here that you're talking, like try and get all the social links, all the trophies, all the social stats, all the everything in the as much as we can in one playthrough as possible, because there is some stuff that's locked behind New Game Plus. So you know how guys can join the sports club starting today, right? But maybe if I ran around a little, that could be some kind of good promotion. Dude, if you run around in that, how are people going to know which club you're in? Think about that. It's classic you. If our club gets some fresh blood too, gets everyone excited. The guy's not going to try and get people to sign up. I don't know about that. Everyone's saying they want a girl to be our manager. Hey, let's stop by the shrine in the shopping district on our way home today. Might as well pray for some newcomers. We're leaving that up to God now? Well, alright. Oh yeah, did you hear that rumor about the thing that lives at the shrine? I did. I wonder if it's true. Event today, the fog will come after several days of rain. You must prepare to take action. Recall being told that you can join a sports club. Maybe you can find out how to join one by visiting the faculty office on the first floor of the club. Have opportunities to meet people in town or at school. You may build social links with some of these people through your interactions with them. Time will pass as you build your social links, however your friendships will influence the result of your persona. Create a persona of the same arcana as the social link you built.
persona is granted an experience boost of seek out the people whom you can build a social link. So, no one else looks like they're around. What did everybody else do today? Marie, sports club, studied at the library, into the TV. Oh, yeah. We didn't get anything new here, I don't think. We did. I think this is a good point to like, again, this is going to be a short stream anyway. I had a feeling it was going to be, but that also means that when I come back for tomorrow, I should be able to do a much longer one. We'll see. We'll just have to see how that goes. So we didn't do too much today. We rescued Chie. We have a couple of new personas. We've kind of been introduced to some of the battles now, so I do like that they've changed that. It's not timed. It tells me if I haven't got the persona. It seems like you've got a little bit more options to go with. I still need to get used to hitting. I need to get used to hitting the actual items. That's hitting the enemies, I should say. That's the hard part in some ways. We did our first quest. We have 7 social links already, so obviously the main team we got today. We got Chie as well as Marie's social link, which was quite a long one. They're not voiced, unfortunately, so again, I like the voiced ones. The fact that they were able to voice everything, but maybe certain things will be voiced going forward. I hope that they do. But, I mean, yeah, we didn't do too much. We have a lot more items to go forward, so it just means that when we come back to do this tomorrow, we'll probably get a lot more progression. So, yeah. With all that being said, be sure to like and subscribe. Every like, comment, subscription in this video gets me closer to monetization. That's a member content build. Assessment is fine. I have a fast access to lots of let's plays and let's plays to the YouTube channel. 5 to 6 if you really like it. Just remake, watch a lot like this stuff on screen. Like it. Gotta go. Post score press and reading. Come bed straight. Lots of Avengers. Not the Days Gone. Let's remake. Show us right from the water. Like before me. Original 5. Turtle Strike. Scarlet was 6. 2. Biohazard. Looking strong. 8. Scarlet Scrap. Shake. Hogwarts Legacy. Straps and Irons. Mirage. Come on, Violet. Stuff on the ticket. Village. Super Bowl Dream Ring. Archive Raincoat. Theater of Fallen Barland. Codes Blocks. Electric Garden. My Ferocious Name. Persona 3 Reload. On Guns of the Galaxy. W22. So 3 Portable. Revelations. Live Live. This game. I'm working on a monster segment for games. We have localizations again to the Switch. As well as more trying speedruns. I'm going to go speedruns. Nuzlocke, I'm not going to be doing those. I'm still going to be doing live runs in the coming days. But I want to at least try and space something out. Just the last couple of days have been very hectic for me doing those. But it's mostly about time. Like, obviously, if I don't have a 5-hour time to do those, I can do them. I'm still working on the Persona Tactica notes. I'm about 3 hours into reviewing them. And then we have to do a practice run. I upload everything to my YouTube channel because I have some rotation of my videos before I put them deleted and want the videos notification for people to be able to my content to do so. And you'll also get a notification of my live watching on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch at 150 followers. I'll be doing a like a speedrun, and we also reach affiliate, which means I get notifications as well. Get to make a bunch of subscriber emotes and incentives to help support me and the channel going forward in the future. Also get extra 7 days uploaded to my videos as well, and you'll also get a notification of when I go live watching on Twitch. Follow me on Twitch to be notified when I go live, which I have in Discord. I will send you an invite to my friends server, close to this members of the shop, as well. I'm very active there, and you'll also get a notification when I go live as well. And finally, if you know from my stream overlay that these all my things moving forward, you can find a link down below. So I'm gonna check to make sure that my voice isn't getting too overshadowed by the mic, by the music, and also that the fake stuff work correctly, and also that the delay works so before we get out of here, I'm going to see if there's anyone online that we can raid, and then we'll get out of here. Just check to see. I haven't done a raid on yet for a little bit.
see who's playing this. Someone's raid. Check out the new raid. Oh, there's an actual raid browser. That's interesting. Click here or type raid browser in chat. I don't want to do that because I can run this. You know what? There are people playing this right now. Someone's actually doing a Persona 4 Gold walkthrough 100%, so I might send you a link to that. Yeah, I'll do that. So they that's correct. Over to them. With all that being said, that's the day night tutorial. And I will see you all later.